Hello and welcome to another episode of Mr. Hackathon Automates Everything. I'm Mr. Hackathon, and today I will be showing you a bubble workflow. This bubble workflow we're going to go through today would be animating text specifically, but it's just you can really animate anything using this particular workflow. So we are in the Bubble dashboard. If you watched any of the previous videos, I go through Bubble a little more in depth in terms of what it is. But in this video, we're going to focus strictly on automating the workflow. And what we're going to do is add text. This is the text we want to automate. So I'm going to say Mr. Hackathon. I'm going to say hello, Mr. Hackathon. And I'm going to give it a header. So we have our text that we want to automate. And we're going to center horizontally. And what we want to do is create buttons and automate animations on the text on the button click. So when we click the button, it's going to trigger some animation with the text. So we have one button, but I think we're going to do 8 different automations or 8 different animations. And right here we have 5 or 4, can't count. We might actually add more than 8, but for now we're just going to see how many animations are available. It's quite a few different animations we can do. So we are going to, before we add a name to these buttons, we're going to see what the names of the animations are. So we're going to click Start Edit Workflow. And it says when button A is clicked, which is the first button, we are going to add the event, element actions, animate, and we want to animate the text. And the animation is call out bounce. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we actually have a lot of animations. So maybe we just go through 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we'll go through 12 of these. There are a lot of different animations, as you can see previews. So we're going to start with the first animation, which is the call out bounce. And that is fine. And we're going to call that bounce. And if we copy this, we want to add 12 animations. So we've got 12 buttons. The first one's bounce. The second one is going to be animate, shake, flash, pulse. So we want to name this shake, flash, pulse. And so we added that shake. We want to add the flash animation. Animate, text, flash, swing, ta-da, fade in. So we have swing, fade in. And then we go to here. we animate in the text, and the animation we want to use is pulse. Fade out, fade X in, fade X out. So fade out. And then we have fade X in. Then we have fade out. So I'm not sure we did swing yet. Swing. So swing, ta-da, fade in, fade out. You should get the point by now. You just go to element actions, animate, you select your element, you select your animation, and this one's ta-da. But what we're actually going to start to do on the next couple of them is add a custom transition, or custom duration for the transition. So what we want to start to do is animate this. We want to give it fade in, but we want to slow this down. So as you can see, this is kind of quick. We want to slow that down. So we're going to define custom duration, and we're going to double this to 1,000. We're going to see, I think it's not going to preview that duration. Or let's see if it 5,000. Yeah, it's not going to preview that. So we're just going to add 1,000 to that. And we're going to compare some of the duration. So a couple of them I'm going to change the duration. So we go to element actions, animate, go to that, and we go to fade out, custom duration, and we're going to add 2,000 this time, and then compare the millisecond duration. I think this is 2 seconds. My measurements are bad right now, but I think 2 seconds is 2,000 milliseconds, I believe. And then we want to keep going, fade X in. Fade X in. Oh, that's not the element. Fade X in. And we're going to change this to 3,000, which is 3 seconds. And we got a couple more. Fade X out. And we're actually going to stop there. So if we preview this, what we should see is when we click on this, it should animate the text. So as we can see, bounce on the bounce, shake on the shake, flash on the flash, pulse, swing, ta-da. We have a fade in, fade out. You see that's a lot slower. And that's interesting. So when we fade out, it disappears. So now that it's disappeared, these other ones, it's gone. It's gone. But luckily we have the fade in, which brings it back. Fade X in. So fade out is real slow. I really like that. but we're going to bring it back in. Slow too. And this is how we animate text and the different types of animations on a button click. So when we click the button, it animates the text. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If this video offered you any value whatsoever, feel free to ask me any questions in the comment section or any questions by DM on any social media platform. I'm really enjoying doing these short tutorials, these short walkthrough of different types of workflow automations. This specifically is Bubble, but I cover Zapier and all these different types of tools to automate your workflow.